To any and all of you who are star seeds, earth angels, crystal children, golden children who comprise and make up our soul tribe, those who are tapped in, yield unto the divine, your spirit team and guides that trust in the bond that you've developed with your spirit team, and you allow them to be a part of your daily decision making, your daily decision processes. I want to say thank you. Thank you all for shining your light, for doing what you do on a daily basis without fear, reserve of caring about who feels what or says what or thinks what. Thank you for having gone through the trials and tribulations and the necessary initiations by the divine, your spirit team and guides, leading you into your highest timeline of connecting with your higher self, your higher consciousness, as well as your soul tribe, eventually in the near future. Thank you for allowing yourself to be a catalyst to help plant the seeds that is giving the information and affirmation from the divine, the higher realms, in order to touch and change the hearts and minds of men and women on this planet, amongst these, mortals, and all of us who need to transform in order to earn our spot, earn our way back home amongst the stars as star seeds, right? Because you can't be a star seed and not be from amongst the stars or come from beyond the stars. And so I just wanted to say thank you, because I can't criticize and I can't complain about what we're doing wrong and how we failed, and not acknowledge those of you who are doing what you were called to do and asked to do, and do it very well on a consistent basis without fail and reserve of who thinks what or who feels what or who doesn't like what. When I had my awakening, I had never considered, watching tarot or anything along those lines. I had a one-track mind, like many. But even when I was in my South Node, even before what a South and a North Node was, I was still heavily intuitive, and I was still tapped into a great extent, even though I had my flaws and my personal issues and had yet to really understand or know why I had to go within the shadow and allow myself to, um, really see people for who they are, still being a people pleaser. There was many flaws. There was many things that I had to learn, even though I was still conscious, even though I was still tapped in, even though I was still, highly intuitive and guided by my spirit team. And I at least had that understanding even before I truly had an awakening. I just had to understand that, okay, what was hidden is in the shadow. And I had to understand what shadow work was. I had to develop the willingness and the wherewithal to want to go within, to look at the pain and the trauma caused, the abuses, whether external or internal, whether by someone else's doing or my own doing. I had to have the willingness, the courage, and the faith to look at everything beginning from childhood, no matter how discomfortable, no matter how uncomfortable it was, right? No matter how, angry it made me feel, because that's a part of the process of healing and going through your shadow work, is to allow yourself to feel all the plethora, the rainbow of feelings that you're going to feel, that's going to come up, that you don't have any control over. You can't control healing and shadow work. You just have to allow the process to flow and be, right? And this is where many this is where many star seeds with the potential of graduating to the next level get stuck. They refuse to do the healing. They refuse to go within. They refuse to separate themselves from all the whispers and the devils in their ear and the naysayers and those that intentionally want to keep them distracted with bad advice, to keep them stuck in their head in a mental fog, confused, to where they just give up and never go within. They just keep listening to bad advice from these devils and dummies around them that intentionally don't want to see them spiritually mature and grow and spread their wings. They want to keep them trapped and stuck and down on the bottom of the barrel with them, instead of encouraging them. Yeah, go do your thing. Spend time, quality time alone. Your purpose is your purpose. My purpose is my purpose, but I'm not going to hold you back. So if you have those type of individuals, family members, ex-lovers, people that want to hold on to you, possess you, obsess you, you know what I'm saying, block you from your blessings and your true divine path and person and soul tribe and where you truly need to be, This is where many star seeds, earth angels, is having their problem and failing. And so I can't complain, I can't murmur, I can't point out all the negative and bad stuff that's happening amongst us and not be encouraging and being, grateful for those of you who are doing what you are called to do and have been doing it for a long time. And so I acknowledge you and I thank you. Many of you are, I consider my big brothers and sisters. You motivate me, you inspire me. I'm learning my place as a catalyst in this Soul Tribe connection and helping bring us together for those who are willing to work together. I can assure you that I am no charlatan. I am not really interested in taking advantage of anybody. I don't want anybody's money. I've been in isolation for a very long time without a dime in my pocket. And yet that was all a part of the training process for me, right? And so this time around, ushering in this new sun cycle, it's not going to be about the materialism, even though we're going to have every blessing that was promised and due unto us. We are not going to be motivated by that. We're going to get back to a place in a mindset where we understand, our beloved ancestors and those who walked the planet before us used the resources of the land, right? It's not all going to be about superficial, even though we are going to reap the benefits, okay? Even though we are going to receive the blessings that was promised unto us. Our main thing is to always keep in mind, this is a mission, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen. This is a mission that's always having to move forward in order to be in an alignment with those specific events, with these advanced beings and our etheric parents and those men and women of renown that are returning. This is a mission, a mission, a mission, a mission. And so even though we get to enjoy many aspects of our lives and our journey, we also have to know that there may be times where we have to forego. We have to make sacrifices and we have to hunker down and remain vigilant with discipline, right? Honor and respect in order to get to the next phase where we can relax and let our hair down and, enjoy certain things. But, just things and comfortability can't be the only focus and driving force when you're dealing with a mission of light and dark in two different sides. That cannot be the driving force. And so we have to definitely make adjustments in how we think, how we move, and how we are willing to maneuver. But I love you. I thank y'all. I wanted to acknowledge y'all. I respect what you do. And I am, you know, looking forward to many great things unfolding and manifesting because I was called to do this. Wasn't interested, but I was called to. And nothing was going to move forward in my life unless I answered the call. Point blank, period. So let's manifest, y'all.